The city of Apalachicola, Florida was officially established in 1831 and quickly became the third largest seaport on the Gulf Coast behind New Orleans and Mobile. Cotton was the primary crop in the South and was transported down the river to Apalachicola, then shipped all over the world. The building that is today called the SpongeExchange was built in that same year, 1831, and was originally used in the cotton trade. A few years later, the sponge industry emerged as another economic force, and Apalachicola became one of the largest sponge-producing areas in the state of Florida. At its peak in 1888, about 100 men were employed locally in the sponge industry. This building, located on the south side of Avenue E near the river, was one of the two sponge exchange warehouses in town. And this historic structure is the oldest building in Apalachicola. The one-story brick building has been structurally stabilized and renovated into two rental spaces with an interior doorway that could be opened to make one larger space. The total square footage is 1,500, and there's a brick patio on the east side nearest the river. Inside, the vaulted ceilings create a spacious atmosphere, and there's enough room to add a loft. This space is ideal for a variety of commercial uses. Half of the building is currently leased and operated as a florist shop. The building is constructed on a 30-foot by 80-foot city lot, built on the lot lines on three sides. The property is offered for sale with an adjacent lot immediately to the east. This extra lot fronts on Water Street and has unobstructed views of the Apalachicola River and the new city park. The total land size for both lots is approximately 30 feet by 160 feet. Both corner lot locations are in the center of downtown Apalachicola. The zoning is C1 commercial, which allows mixed use, commercial on the first floor and residential on the second floor. The entire city has over 900 homes and buildings on the National Historic Register and has adopted historic design guidelines to maintain the architectural integrity. Apalachicola was also selected as one of the nation's dozen distinctive destinations in 2008 by the National Trust for Historic Preservation. If you would like to own a special part of Apalachicola history and make a good long-term investment, be sure to check out the SpongeExchange.